Whether you're for or against the Keystone XL pipeline, it has, after more than 5 years, become an example of the inability of Washington to make decisions. Do you hold out any hope that the American public will ever again view the Congress and the federal government as anything more than futile political infighting?
Thank you for the question. Regarding the Keystone Pipeline, I want to be clear on that. I've been in favor of that since the beginning. I wrote a letter in support to Secretary Kerry, and I'm also in favor of the Sandpiper Pipeline. These are things that we need to deliver our commodities safely to the marketplace. Regarding the congressional role in this, I think the Congress has been pretty clear. Congress wants these pipelines. We need these pipelines. And we need to promote more agreements like this to get pipelines in place. Regarding the administration, I've done what I can so far. Now it's up to the people that are in Congress, in Washington, to get this done. We need pipelines to safely deliver our products to the marketplace. And that's all the more we can do. Will it be the only answer? No, it won't. We know that our commodities are growing by leaps and bounds, and they will over the next 5 years. We know that the oil coming out of our oil bed will continue to grow, and we need to find solutions to safely deliver all of this product to the marketplace, or we will face substantial discounts like some of our farmers are seeing today. Thank you.
Kevin?
Yeah, thanks for the question. It's a great question. That's why I'm very proud of the fact that I was a co-sponsor and that we actually passed in the Republican-controlled House of Representatives the Northern Route Approval Act. We have deemed the Keystone Pipeline approved as studied. It's the most studied pipeline in the history of the world. The most studied in the history of the world. And by the way, to my liberal friends who think that it's such a bad idea because it's going to have a greater carbon footprint because it's going to move oil sands from Alberta to the Gulf Coast, the fact of the matter is that according to the State Department's own analysis, it'll have a 44% less footprint than moving that oil by barge or train and truck. Not to mention it's a lot safer, a lot more efficient. My concern, to speak for a minute about the inaction in Washington on this topic, is that who you're going to vote for Speaker of the House will have a dramatic impact on whether or not the Keystone Pipeline can get passed in the next Congress by the House of Representatives. I'm very hopeful. You know, they claim that there are 60-some senators that support this. Yet I've never seen a Democrat senator who's in the majority party get their leader to call for a vote on the Keystone Pipeline. That's leadership. I'm proud to say that we got ours to vote on it, and we passed it. So it's very important who you vote for Speaker of the House, because I guarantee you, Speaker Pelosi will not allow a vote on the Keystone Pipeline in the House of Representatives, and she's voted against it when she's had the opportunity. I also want to mention this little fact. Not a single Democrat has ever voted against the Keystone Pipeline. Every vote that's been against the Keystone Pipeline in the House of Representatives no Republicans ever voted against it. No, the only votes against it have been Democrat votes. We cannot run the risk. We cannot run the risk of putting our towns in more jeopardy and safety on the rails in more jeopardy and the efficiency of moving products by electing Democrats at the House of Representatives who would let Nancy Pelosi run Washington.
I too would be 100% in favor of the Keystone XL pipeline, and I would be in favor of the Sandpiper pipeline. We need these pipelines to safely move our product to market. That being said, upon completion of the Keystone XL, it would only reduce our transportation needs by about 10%, and while that's not an insignificant number, that leaves 90% of the rest of our oil that we still need to get to market. So while we're working on these pipelines, I propose that we leave the federal government out of it and discuss things within the state of North Dakota about ways we can solve these transportation issues. Maybe we could talk to BNSF and work with them about laying new track, because more cars on the existing tracks is not the answer. I've spoken to a BNSF engineer and he says it's like 5 o'clock in Los Angeles traffic out there. The trains just can't get anywhere. There's too many trains on the tracks trying to haul too much stuff. So perhaps the answer that North Dakota can take up and put together ourselves is laying dedicated tracks for this oil that gets the oil safely out of our state and keeps it away from population centers. My business in downtown Fargo was 100 feet from one of these tracks. I see these trains roll through all day, every day, and God forbid we have another derailment, especially in one of our cities. So I say that we look at other options, and an option that I would be in favor of is laying additional track that would alleviate the traffic that's on the existing tracks and route that oil in a safer manner.